Good morning. I don't know. I'm on a little early today. I got up early. I had to take the dogs to the vet because they needed to get their Bordetella shots because they couldn't get them the other day when they got their rabies and everything. And okay, I will, Janice. And I get the dogs all the way to the vet. And hey, Joseph, how are you? I get the dogs all the way to the vet, and the vet's not there until 5 p.m. today because they're in a class. So I had to haul my dogs all the way down in the humidity. They're all panting in the background, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry about that. But they're all sweating and panting, and they just had a rough little 3-block walk. Hey, Kristen Ravello, how did the job interview go? Hey, Tracy Schillinger. I hope it went well. I hope things worked out for you. I hope you were in your guardian card woman of Cups energy and just owned your shit and got that job offer. And if you didn't, that's okay too. Good morning, Ducky. All right, so it's been a morning already. I've gotten another letter from Facebook, another email at 9:57 this morning saying my actions are restricted on Facebook, and I don't even know what that's for because I didn't post anything yesterday because my actions were restricted from yesterday. So I'm a little bit annoyed. I don't know if somebody is reporting my posts still. And so I keep getting put in Facebook jail. It's really ridiculous. So I cannot, good morning, Amber Sadler. I cannot share this video. I did set it to public so you all can share it. Please go ahead and do so. I am gonna look at the energy for today, Tuesday, the 25th of June. And then I'm probably gonna go put the AC on and lay down with my dogs and have them relax because they are panting up a storm. I feel bad for them. I feel bad that the doctor told me to come and bring them on the 25th, and I tried to do it first thing in the morning when it's cooler, but it's really not cool here. It's humid, and they are feeling the pain of that right now. It went really great. I'll hear back tomorrow, but everything is pointing to good news. Trying not to get too excited until it's official, though. Well, I say that's okay. That's a good idea, but get a little excited. Even if it's not official per se, it went well, and that's something that you can be excited about. I know, Amber, ugh, Facebook. They drive me nuts. I know, my poor pups. I feel bad for them, Ducky. They're like totally panting. And the doctor made me do this because she didn't want to give them all their shots all at once. So she said, come back on the 25th. With either one of them at a time or all three of them, and we'll do their Bordetella. Good morning, Louie. And I bring them all together because I thought, fuck it, it's hot, let's just get it done. And I got up early, and I got them down there, and the guy's like, oh, they're not here till 5 p.m., they're in class today. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. So now I got 3 super panting, overheated dogs that really need to go lay down. Hopefully they'll cool down. They will in time. It just takes them a good hour or two. It's just, good morning, Karen. This weather's not really conducive to bulldogs, especially when it's just humid. I have to keep the air on for them and keep them safe in the house. Not that they're unsafe, but I can't take them jaunting to the beach or anything like that. They're wiped out. This was like a 3-block walk there and a 3-block walk back, and they're going to be panting for the next hour and a half. All right, so enough about them. Let's get to June 25th. Tuesday. Let's see what the energy's got in store for us today. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Share this video to the Lightworker live feeds if you can. I can't. Elevated Life TV. Spiritual Connections to the Soul. Please join these groups if you don't already belong to them. Okay, I'm going to say this. The energy doesn't feel heavy today. It feels nice, actually. It feels very calm and mellow. So let's hope that we get a good card. It feels like there's not a lot of resistance going on in the deck. So that's good. I did sort through the deck, so let's see what's going on, what we have going on. So it's the 2 of Crystals, and it did come up inverted again. I don't know what's up with the inversions this week. And yesterday we had the 3 of Cups, which was inverted. Maybe I'm inverted. Maybe something's off with me today or this week. I don't know. But the Two of Crystals, equanimity. So I'm looking at this card and it feels to me like there's some of us that are dealing with stuff in our minds. There might be some of us dealing with some relationship stuff today. That could be either work-related relationships, romantic-related relationships. When I look at this card, I'll just show it to you. It makes me think of romantic relationships. And the reason why I say that is this diamond. And I use romantic in the sense of like, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, that kind of a thing. But it also can be romance in the sense of like really deep friendship, that kind of a thing, like a bromance or that sort of a thing. But this card generally, because it's a 2 card, it makes me think of coupling and couples. It's a crystals card, which has to do with the mind. So then I go to this place of, my intuition takes me to this place of, okay, so what are we working through in our mind around our relationships right now? It's interesting because we had the 3 of Cups yesterday, which was all about like working through our emotions around situations and trying to upright that card and find opportunities where we could find love in our environment with our friendships, find celebration, find joy in the people that we love. And I think that this is like a furthering of that in a way. But this is more on a mental level, right? So if we were looking for opportunities to emotionally share love yesterday, today would be an opportunity to try and look for opportunities to mentally appreciate others. I think that the inversion says that we might be a little bit pissed off with some of the people in our lives, or people might be annoying us a little bit, or we might be having misgivings with them. And I think that this is a reminder to sort of have us upright that, to sort of remember we get to pick and choose how we see things, how we look at things. Perfect case in point, like this morning, getting up early to go to take the dogs to the vet because that's what I was told to do by the vet that was not there. Well, I can look at that and be frustrated with the vet, or I can look at that as the dogs get an extra walk today. Granted, they're panting, but they will survive, and they probably actually, even with all the panting and slobbering and everything that's going on in the house right now, they probably enjoyed themselves much more so than I did. So there is a silver lining somewhere. We just need to work on finding it. And I think that that's what this card is about. This card is also about clearing away some of the rubble of the past, some of the mental sort of, what is the word, detritus, or the mental wreckage of our past that sort of maybe haunts us, or that we kind of return to a lot of the times, and letting that go. We've got things coming, I feel like, in this card. There's challenges coming. This mountain behind the diamond here says to me that there are challenges coming in our relationships with others, be it work, be it romantic, be it friendships, that we're aware of. We see them coming, we know they're there, we might be even like a little bit like annoyed by them or worried by them. But it's not anything that we can't handle if we stay strong and clear like this diamond, right? But the whole point of this card being upside down says to me that right now we're not feeling very strong and very clear. Maybe we're not very clear and very strong on what it is we want in our relationships, or what it is we want in our work relationships, or what it is we want mentally, like what our thoughts are, our clarity of thought around how we want to be treated in our lives. So this card needs to be inverted, and I'm going to use a little tarot magic and write side. It doesn't need to be inverted. It's showing up as inverted. So I'm going to use a little bit of tarot magic and upright it today for us. So we're going to take this card today, and we're going to think about equanimity and being being on equal ground, letting go of the stuff that haunts us, or the stuff that maybe the mistakes that we've made in the past. And letting go of those memories and kind of moving forward into the challenges of today with a newer, fresher mental perspective, right? A new way of thinking. And some of that comes off of that. We had that 3 of Crystals, which was on Sunday, which is about creative thinking and thinking outside of the box to get ourselves up out of the detritus of what bogs us down. That's this card too. Right? But this is more specific to relationships, I feel like, right? That was the 3 of Crystals is more like an overall whole, like thinking about how we see the world and where we fit in the world, and how we operate through our world, and finding the clarity and the broader perspective. This is about that too. But there is some work to be done here in these relationships. And you guys, I can't say, because there's so many of you that might be watching, Some of you might be dealing with work-related relationships. Some of you might be dealing with familial-related relationships. Some of you might be dealing with romantic or marriage-related relationships, or just straight up like friendships that have challenges, let's say, right? Or some uncertainty, let's say. But what this card says to me is that uncertainty lies within us and within our own thoughts and within our own minds. And it's up to us to sort of clear away the memories of what hasn't worked for us in the past. Don't let those memories and the reason why I say this is there's this whole big pile of like broken crystals at the bottom. Don't let that be your lead. Don't let that be what brings you into the conversation with the other person or the other people that you're trying to make headway with. Don't lead with that thought, right? Don't lead with that idea of, oh, the last time I tried to do this, it blew up in my face. Or, oh, the last time I tried to do this, it didn't go, the way I planned, or we didn't speak for 4 months after. Let that shit go. Very spiritual terminology there. Just let that shit go. Stay bright and strong like this diamond here. Stay clear on what it is that you need, and stay compassionate. Shine brightly, and when you shine your light, you allow others to shine theirs, right? And listen to them. Listen to these relationships. It's apparent to me that these relationships are important to us, or else they wouldn't be showing up for us this week. And remember, we have that Ace of Wands, that illumination card that comes midweek. So maybe some of these relationships might be some of that illumination we might be experiencing. Maybe by getting clear on our thoughts about some of the relationships around our lives, we might get that illumination, that Ace of Wands, where we start to understand spiritually what is working or what's not working, and how to either work it more for our benefit or how to let go of it altogether. Okay? So I think that this is a good card today. I think it's a good thing to concentrate on. I think it's a good thing, good focal point for us to look at where our feelings are around those that we love in our lives, or even we don't have to love our coworkers, but the regular people that are in our lives, how we feel about them. Do we trust them? Are they, of our benefit? Are they just taking up space? Like, are they causing us drama, or are they, making us feel respected and loved? Like, these are all questions we need to find clarity on, and then, move forward from there. We can deal with the challenges. This diamond can clear that mountain and get past those clouds at the top, right? The unclarity part here. But we have to be strong like that diamond, and clear in our thoughts, in what is okay for us. Don't let the past resurface. Don't let what's ever happened in the past or gone wrong in the past, or the memories of the past in other relationships or other discussions you may have had with these same people or different people. Don't let that dictate to you who you're now, okay? Because your now can be present time based and be coming from a totally different perspective and place, and also it can come from a place of love with while standing firm. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I'm hearing from behind me, is we can love these relationships and care for these relationships, but we don't have to be doormats to them, or allow them to sort of continue to I want to say bring us down, because I don't think that they're all necessarily bringing us down, but we can have our space and be respected within them. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right, so I am going to leave you guys with that. I think that this is interesting that we're getting these inverted cards coming into this week. I think it's all an opportunity for us to look at what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and how is it affecting us. I think that's what the inversion here is. It's key. It's like, we might not understand that. We might feel like everything's fine and dandy and we're moving on through life and working on it and just doing it day by day. But actually, I think if we dig a little bit deeper into our feelings and our thoughts, that inversion tells us that, maybe something's not exactly the way we want it. Maybe something needs a little bit of work, or a little bit of finessing, or a little bit of just a slight change or a shift in perception, so that it can be even just that much better. With that illumination card coming, that's Ace of Wands, packs a punch, babe. It's going to be a biggie. I think it can be both big good and it can be big bad, but it's going to be undeniable. And if you're not already experiencing it, which some of you might be, When you do hit it, or when you do come across it, be grateful for it. Even if it is something that's sort of shocking or unexpected, be grateful for it, because it's there to sort of illuminate and educate you on a spiritual level as to what needs to either stay and be grown or made more of, or what needs to go and what needs to be let go of. And I think that that's some of what's going on here a little bit with this. We've got this Cups card on Monday, and we've got the Crystals card going on Tuesday. It's about taking stock. This is really, it's interesting too. I feel like some of this was going on last week too. It's really about us like checking in with ourselves every day. Where's our head at? How are we feeling? What are we thinking? Because that's what we're creating. And again, I say this, I'm going to say this again at the end of this video too. It's like, no matter what the energy is today, or no matter what you're experiencing, be grateful for it, because it's a blessing. Even if it feels negative, even if it's something that you don't want to have happen, try and find some sort of gratitude for it. It's going to make it easier. And the more gratitude you have, if it's a good thing, it's going to make it even better. And if it's a bad thing, or what you perceive as being bad, it's going to make it easier to get through, or it's going to it's going to teach you all the better, whatever it's trying to teach you. Okay? So, you guys, hey, Corina Scherer, you are very welcome. Hey, Janet Clifton. Yep, shine bright like a diamond, Paul. Rihanna, exactly. So, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back on tomorrow. Private readings can be booked. I didn't even put up my angle. Let me see. Let me put up my link really quick. 1 second. If y'all want a private reading, you certainly can do so. Let me just copy this and paste it in the comments. I don't know what happened to Slimy Toad Boy. I don't know if he showed up today. There's my link tree. That's the links to all of my Facebook groups, the YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and everybody else. And if you want to book a private reading, you can message me directly, or just send money via PayPal, and then reach out to me, send me a message, and we would set up a date and time. And that's about it. I will be back on tomorrow. I need to do a pop-up this week. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Tonight I'm going to dinner. Friday night I'm going to dinner. So maybe it's going to be tomorrow night or Thursday night. I would love to just have some fun and do a little pop-up. All right. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right. Have a great day. Bye.